Could Mike Allstott not be mayor of either Tampa or St. Pete or Clearwater?
He just run over his boss.
Well, that is probably true. All right, we do need to talk about some MMA. You know, we haven't been on in a couple weeks because of lightning and hurricane and all that. But first, I want everybody to know about this. I was not aware of this. Now, we all know about the furniture store that's, I think, throughout Florida. Not my favorite furniture store in the world, Cane's. But they do a lot of promotions with the Rays, the Lightning, and the Bucs.
Okay.
They've done all sorts of different restaurants, and you get a free coupon when the team does X.
Right. Like number of strikeouts or number of points.
Goals or
right,
whatever.
Sure.
The points would be basketball, and there's no team here, but close. So the Buck won 21 points. I'm assuming home games. I'm not sure. If they score 21 or more points, you get a free ticket to Busch Gardens.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So today is the last day at Cane's to go get your free ticket from last Sunday's game. So if you're out and about, driving around, husband, wife,
You have to have a ticket stub.
no,
Really?
no, not at all. You go in, you go to the back counter, you need the driver's license to prove, so that you can't get more than one. Email address and phone number.
Wow.
Free ticket.
Free ticket and free advertising for them.
Right. Well,
They can email you.
No,
That's smart. I like it.
It is smart. Now, Busch Gardens, it's kind of like, why does Busch Gardens, why does McDonald's, you always wonder, why does McDonald's advertise?
Yeah.
Right?
Joke's on them because I'm homeless. I ain't buying no furniture from them.
I wouldn't buy from that particular store, especially the one I went to, if it was 99% off.
I only buy storage units.
But I will go in and get a free, which I did, because I'm going to take the grandbaby, to Busch Gardens this weekend.
You know what?
Nice.
Maybe I'll sell my furniture I get from storage units back to Kings.
I think I'm gonna go get me a Busch Gardens one. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like Busch Gardens. I like roller
Or if you
coasters.
go there and apply for a job, you just stay.
See, he's always got to just
You
roll
just
up.
stay for the day. It's like you fill out an application in crayon. That's how.
Okay,
Shut up.
quick thoughts on the Bucks game.
Please.
Pat Mahomes, the dude's incredible. I love. Very rarely am I just fans of people because again I play and these guys are my peers. I'm a fan of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I love to watch him play, and I don't think people understand Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes in a different way than Tom Brady. Tom Brady makes it look easy with his mind and how he always does things right. Patrick Mahomes is running around playing backyard football with the best athletes on earth, the biggest, strongest, fastest dudes on earth. He's making them look like children, and I don't think people understand how hard that is to do. It's so fun to watch.
Taking to the next level, if you really sit back, analyze, and watch, he does things that you're not supposed to do, you're not allowed to do, things your coaches tell you never to do. Throw across your body, run left, throw right, all that stuff. I remember growing up playing baseball, never throw, to third when you have an out at first. He's the guy that can do all that touchdown where 13 people missed him. He gets down to the 2 and sometimes just finds the
Spins
open
and just,
guy.
Yeah, flips it over. It's so amazing, man, and it's so much fun to watch. And again, like I root for those guys to win. Like me and him were best friends. Like I love his game. I love watching him play. Their team is fun. They're fun to root for. They're fun to watch. Like it's him and Andy Reid, and I think I'm trying to word this right.
I know.
I think when it's all said and done, we're gonna have to have a real conversation about who is the GOAT quarterback, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. I really believe that.
Well, and it's okay to
really
believe that, but we're way too early for that.
I'm just saying.
Injuries.
I'm just saying the way they protect quarterbacks. I don't see injuries being a big deal for him. I just don't. Tom Brady played 20 years and was hurt really one season when he had the knee.
And then rules were changed.
Yeah, and then rules were changed for him and
Roethlisberger, right?
No, it was Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Tom Brady was you can't tackle quarterbacks with their legs, roughing the passer. Aaron Rodgers had
You can't
the rule,
touch.
You can't tackle them and drive them into the ground. You have to get your weight off them now. So I don't see injuries being an issue. I don't think he needs 7 Super Bowls to be the GOAT.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I don't think he
is
needs 7.
What does he need? Is
say-
it Super Bowls? Is it records? Or is it just these
He's gonna have every
freaky
record.
things?
He's gonna have every record. That's foregone conclusion. He's gonna have all the records. Fastest 20,000 by like whatever. It
Yeah,
is,
I just saw that.
by a whole season or whatever it is. He's thrown 50 touchdowns. His down year was like 38 touchdowns and 4,800 yards. Ridiculous. That's like Tom Brady's one of his best years. I think if he gets 4 Super Bowls, we're having a real conversation. I think he gets 5 because he's gonna have multiple MVPs. He's gonna have 3, 4 MVPs. I think. I think he's going to win it this year.
Because the reality is, Robert Horry has more championship rings than Jordan, but you would never say that Robert Horry.
Definitely.
Big Shot Rob has more rings and championships.
Yeah, Bill Russell has 11 rings. Nobody talks about him as the GOAT,
Never.
right? But Tom is the
Never.
GOAT, and it is a lofty goal for him. But just from watching him play, the thing about Patrick that makes it different from Tom is you can name 10, 12 moments in Patrick Mahomes' 4-year career already, 5-year career, I think it might be his 5th year, that you're just like, wow, did you see that? Name one pass that you saw Tom Brady throw that you're like, oh my goodness.
The one to Edelman that he caught on his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but was that a throw, or was that just, Edelman just made a great play?
Well, I wouldn't call that a great play. I mean, come on, it was all luck.
Yeah,
But the
but
biggest question
and
is-
focus.
I know what you're saying.
The biggest question is Mahomes' wife Brazilian? Because is she going to let him play?
I think he's about
Because
right.
Brady can't play because
He's not married. He's not married to a supermodel. I mean, he's still playing. That's why they're reportedly having the troubles that they're having. But I wish him the best.
Did you see the meme? The meme
No,
is funny.
I didn't.
The meme is, Mahomes and Brady, and Brady makes a comment about the divorce, and Mahomes goes, "You're so lucky."
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But it's tough, man. Like
No, I don't think Mahomes will get there, honestly, because of the new era that we're in. There's so many opportunities for these athletes now to do so many other things and movies and career outside. I don't think they're going to stay.
Dude,
Back in the day, the NFL was like, that was your job. You did that for life, and that's what you did until you retired, and then you're done, and you played golf, and you did charity events. Now these guys have opportunities to do other things.
I don't believe, because of your reasoning, I'm going to say he's not going to get 5 rings. Because it's easy to say he's not going to get 5. Because how many have 5? 3?
Well,
Yeah, 3
4?
Out 5.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Most of the league don't have
Most
5.
of them.
but how many guys had an MVP, Super Bowl championship
Sure.
in the AFC Championship every single year? In their first 4 years. They call it the Arrowhead Invitational now. Because they go every year, and I mean, again, like I said, it's a long way. He has about 10 plus more years before we're still having this conversation. But you got to think, Tom had a 10-year spell of no championships,
Right.
and he was still able to rattle off 3 and 4 years, and I think he went 3 in a row one time.
All right, so I want to talk about this before the break, because when we come back, we're going to have Melvin Gillard on, fights next week, BKFC in Denver. A lot of combat stuff that we really need to touch base on. Pujols goes over 700. Aaron Judge last night hits his 62nd.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the person who gets those balls, caught the ball, the one guy you see who kind of jumped over, probably got arrested because now he's trespassing. Give me your thoughts on something like that. Is the fan obligated to turn it back in for, a set of cleats and an autographed bat? Or are you okay with them keeping it? I mean, I have an opinion. I'm curious
I
yours.
think he can keep it. So it comes at a price.
Yeah, keep it.
If you want it, make me a better deal that I can get. I mean, if I'm a real fan, I will want to give it back to you because it's a milestone for you, but make it worth my while.
Right.
There happens to be someone who came up with a great analogy. Mm-hmm. He happens to be sitting at this table right now, not wearing a headset. Just saying, just so you guys know who this is.
Okay.
So fans, and we've already talked about fans,
Yeah.
Are like, no, Albert Pujols is such a classy guy, and we're using him as this particular reference. He deserves to get the ball back. Albert Pujols left the Cardinals to go to the Angels for more money. Mm-hmm. But now you want a fan to return something that now he can make some money on. It's fans being fans.
Yeah, honestly, listen, I do believe he deserves to get it back, but not for free.
The difference is Albert Pujols could care less.
Yes.
That's the type of guy he is. He's like, no, you keep it. You make the money. He doesn't, like, a lot of times you'll see like a little kid have a sign, and in the middle of the game he'll take the jersey off and give it to the kid.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which is it is totally awesome. If you want to give it back, that's fine, but you're not obligated to, like some fans think you should be.
No.
I think you should fight.
I think you should.
Take it back.
I think you
You want this
should.
ball back? Come get it.
How rare is that for you to catch Tom Brady's 600 touchdown pass, or you to do all these things that you might never get the opportunity again? Make some money from
Ask the fan that Mike Evans threw the ball to.
it. Yeah, I would have held it. I was like, "What's this
No
worth to you?"
kidding.
Like,
No kidding.
Make me a good deal. I don't want season tickets are a given. Give me a box. Maybe $50K. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even sure I would want season tickets because I can buy that.
Yeah.
I can buy it with the money that you're going to give me for whatever the ball is.
Let me get that game jersey, right? Sign it, make it a nice little note to me. I need something that's gonna make, because this is important to you. So free market system. Man.
What
It's
do you
America.
think that ball, and he needs to sell it before Aaron Judge hits 73. 72 is only valuable until there's a 73.
Yeah.
Right?
He's not hitting 73.
He's got, what, two more games to hit one more.
No,
Not 73,
yeah.
63.
Okay,
63.
yeah, okay.
No, he's not hitting. And we can get into that argument later.
Yeah,
you know.
that's a whole different
Yeah,
discussion.
it's totally different. But, you know, New York Yankee, you know, probably the most loved sports team,
Yeah.
you know, there is, next to soccer, you know, across the world. What is somebody going to pay for that ball of a New York Yankee and a down-to-earth, you know, it's supposed to be a really good dude,
Yeah.
Aaron Judge?
I think you get 6 figures for that. I think it's
Easy.
I think you get 6 figures, like mid 6 figures now, and then in whatever it is, 30, 40 years, that thing goes on auction for a few million. That's what I see. That
Didn't you
ball
say
being.
McGuire went for $3 million? So $2 million. So I'll bet you that ball is easily 4, maybe 5 right this second.
Wow.
You know,
Maybe more. Now, if he hits 63, 62's not
Now, I want
a
this
big
to-
2
deal.
was the breaker, right?
Right.
So I think that's always going to be more valuable.
No, it won't be more valuable than 63. Whatever you end up with will be the most valuable because
Fair enough.
that's the new record.
Yeah.
now I want them to cut the ball in half and inspect it.
Okay,
Make sure
Solomon.
there's
The
no weight.
weight inside.
Make sure there's no weights inside of it. Because if Sosa can put cork in a bat.
Okay, well, real quick. On top of Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, Lamar Jackson, both get offered contracts in the offseason. Both said, you're not paying me what I'm worth. I'm going to bet on myself. Aaron Judge is having a monster season. Lamar is on his way to a monster season. Stats better than MVP. What are your thoughts on guys bet? Because everyone called them stupid. Everybody called Lamar stupid. They called Aaron Judge stupid. You got to capitalize. Take the deal you have on the table. And these guys said, no, I'm going to bet on myself, and are knocking it out the park. No pun intended.
Obviously, I love it. But how many times do have athletes bet on themselves and not been successful?
I mean, that's the world we live in.
That's that's your no. It's your rolling the dice.
Yeah,
So no,
that's the world we live in.
I love now. And my son brought this up. Aaron Judge at his age, he may not get that monster deal.
How old is he?
Just over 30, I think.
He's 30?
Yeah,
Huh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Google to make sure my son got it right, but
Yeah, I don't
we
think
thought
he's
he was
30.
like 27. And
He just got in the league, I feel like.
you
like
know,
5 years ago.
The difference of baseball from football is, you know, you don't come right to the majors.
Yeah, you do the whole farm system.
You know, you do the minors. Did you have it up? You know, you do the minors. It could be 3 years, 4 years
Yeah.
in the minors before.
Lamar just turned 25. He's stud.
Here's in the NBA. Dennis Schroeder turns down $84 million deal with
Yeah,
the Lakers.
and see,
because
Yeah,
he wanted
he's-
$120 million, and he just signed with the Celtics for 5.9.
Yeah.
He lost.
He's back on the Lakers, but that was last year.
Yeah. But he lost
Yeah, he lost. It
79
happens.
million.
30.
30,
Yeah,
30, yeah.
So he's still going to get paid, and
Yeah.
I'm still very happy for him.
Me too.
You know that the Rays fans are like, why are they busting into a ESPN? Because it's history.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Rays who hate Yankees. And
No.
I told the one guy I'm rooting for him now
Yeah.
because you're such an idiot. Because that's the idiot I
Not
am.
root your media.
I'm not media with baseball. I'll never be media for baseball again.
I'm going to do my contract here. I'm betting on me.
I think you can root as long as you're not biased in your takes and your opinions. You know, like I don't think there's a problem. Like it's
If
dark.
you see Ray there cheering in the press box, like it's going to cause problems.
Somebody got mad at me, shocking, and then we need to go to break. Melvin's standing by. I said to somebody who was complaining, and I still want to talk about a Facebook post that this particular person said that the people next to them at the game wasn't up and screaming and cheering. And I said, I've never stood and cheered ever.
Yeah.
You might cheer for Melvin Gillard when you see him in Denver on the 15th in VKFC.
Who says I'm going?
Well, you would watch it live and you can cheer from home.
Good luck. All right, this is Knockout Radio brought to you by 8 Men Strong and Staff Zone. We'll be right back.